I'm the Executive Officer of the Global Forum on MSM and HIV. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so happy and so proud to be here. Thank you. I'm sorry for the heat. It'll make things juicy, I promise, this morning. As Don said, this is the fourth consecutive IAC-affiliated pre-conference focused on men who have sex with men and HIV. I have come to think of these events as family reunions. This is our time to reconnect, to celebrate each other's successes, and to mourn losses. We will comment on how quickly time has passed and on the new gray hair on our heads, for those of us who still have hair. We will laugh together. We will cry a little, no doubt, and do some arguing. But in the end, family reunions like this one are meant to mark milestones and to remind ourselves about the importance of connection. It is so inspiring to see the collection of strength, talent, beauty, and expertise in this room. With us today are activists, artists, providers, and researchers. Some of us head ministries, and others head households. Some of us represent communities that are criminalized, stigmatized, and marginalized. And some of us are simply here to sharpen our skills at becoming better and stronger allies. We are united by the fact that we have chosen to protect, love, and care for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people, including those of us who are living with HIV. This choice is often at great personal risk. Despite the numerous impediments to our work, we have assembled here today to pursue a common goal, to be heard. I'm deeply honored to witness and be a part of this process. Today's gathering comes at an especially important time. Over the past 2 years since we last gathered in Mexico City, we have witnessed a disturbing backslide in the human rights of men who have sex with men and transgender people. Around the world, stigma and discrimination have continued to produce incidents of extreme violence, both legislative and personal, directed at LGBT people, drug users, and sex workers. This hostility undermines HIV responses worldwide. Political apathy and ignorance have conspired to fan the flames. The MSM pre-conference was created in 2006 in response to a shared concern that men who have sex with men issues are invisible at the international AIDS conferences. AIDS 2010 is no different, sadly to say, with only 2% of all sessions at this year's conference specifically addressing HIV among men who have sex with men. Program coverage on transgender issues is even worse. We have been frank with the International AIDS Society about our disappointment, and as our partner, they have been open to our concerns. We only hope that continued dialogue will lead to appropriate coverage of men who have sex with men and transgender issues at the next International AIDS Conference in Washington, D.C. 2012. For now, the MSM pre-conference remains more important than ever. The program for this year's Be Heard pre-conference was developed in close consultation with hundreds of men who have sex with men advocates and service providers from across the globe. It is my sincere hope that you will find this event to be useful in your work, as well as an important opportunity to share experiences and establish the partnerships that will form the foundation of our victory over HIV. It is my belief that the most valuable resources we have for achieving the standard of health and rights we deserve are sitting all around us. So thank you again for coming.